Hey guys, how are you all doing today? And today I'll be watching Hannibal episode 6 of the first season. And yes, I know what you are thinking. Where the fuck is episode 5 reaction? Okay, let me explain this to you. I did a reaction to that and I was proud of it. I edited the video, I rendered it, it was ready to be uploaded. And guess what? The next day when I woke up, which was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, yeah, I'm not even joking. Lockdown has killed my sleeping pattern. But anyway, I am rambling too much. My laptop broke on me, which means I have lost access to not only my episode 5 of season 1 Hannibal reaction, also my Hateful Eight reaction. I am devastated. I have considered to commit homicide against humanity in general, but what can I do ultimately except from learn from the lesson of let's have backup files next time. But yes, episode 5, speaking of episode 5, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I liked where they went in that episode, having Jack Crawford and his wife centered around that episode in particular and how she is dying ultimately. And that scene when Jack Crawford realizes that she's dying and he's breaking down, but he's trying not to show it, and Will's in the same room as well, and Will can sense that something's wrong with him. That was a very emotional scene to watch, and he was done spectacularly well. And I have to credit Lawrence Fishburne and the guy who plays, I've got his name, something Dancy, I believe, who plays Will. It was a very good scene, and you feel for Jack, even though Jack was betrayed before then to be this guy who's pushing Will too far. And yeah, it was a depressing episode. And the other plot was this guy who kills people who aren't great people, and he has cancer, which sounds very similar to the character of John Kramer from the Saw films. That's what I got from it anyway. And you got the sense that it was kind of related to Lawrence Fishburne and his wife's situation in the show. And yeah, it all connected pretty well, and obviously takes a massive toll on Will's psyche, and he wants to stop doing this, even though Jack wants him to carry on because he solved 3 cases. And yeah, and Hannibal, that bitch, he is trying his best to stir some shit between Jack and Will. And is it working? I guess we'll find out in the next episode. But yes, without further ado, let's motherfucking do this, boys and girls.
All right, place your fingers behind
Is
your
he
head.
dead? Looks dead to me. That reminded me of Silence of the Lambs when Hannibal removed his mask and killed the paramedic.
To Freddie Lowndes, there's an unconfirmed story floating out there that the Chesapeake Ripper's already in custody.
Unconfirmed? Am I confirming? Fact-checking for Freddie Lowndes.
Fact-checking for me.
I always feel a little nervous going into these places.
Why's that?
Afraid they won't let me out.
Don't worry, I won't leave you here.
And not today.
Yeah, not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Just called me.
And now one
Oh,
of our
this is
staff
Dr.
dead.
Chilton.
I understand, Doctor. Mr.
Right. I should have known earlier by how he's acting.
Oh yes, that thing you.
Oh my
Alien
god.
captured the Chesapeake Ripper? So I already had him.
What the fuck? Ah. At least she looks happy.
When was Gideon admitted?
Almost 2 years ago.
Very convenient.
I've read your notes, of course. They were more or less helpful, as I conducted my own interviews with Dr. Gideon over the years.
Well, I'm glad I was helpful.
More or less.
I'll go first.
Will's funny, man. He really is. Hopefully there'll be no cum flying into like in the movie. That was horrible.
Never like being called the Chesapeake Ripper. Maybe something with a little more wit.
Is that why you didn't take credit for the Ripper murder?
So is he the Chesapeake murderer or Ripper?
Just watch
I don't believe it.
chased on the
I think
back
it's
seats.
obviously a swerve, isn't
Who's
it?
chasing?
Knowing this show and it's mind fuckery,
Gonna run a psychopathic check
I don't
this
think
year.
he
I
is.
have had my-
And stop thinking about when my wife is gonna die. I look at her side of the bed and I think, is she gonna die there? can't stop thinking about it. You understand? I can't stop.
Yeah. It's messed up, man.
Who else couldn't you save?
That trainee.
Where is everyone?
It's just you and me for the time being. Take a look around here. Tell me what you see.
Oh. They used every single handed weapon. Jesus. Oh. Used pliers, a saw. You name it,
Did it all
it's on
here.
that body.
Organs were removed. Not all of them. He was choosy. He took the liver, thymus, but left the heart.
What's
Why?
he doing with the organs?
Yeah.
Surgical trophies. He's a medical doctor, isn't he? That why I call him the Ripper?
Or was he eating them?
Why do you
Hannibal,
say
you
that?
bitch. I don't think
Is
he'll
lawyer
be
gonna catch
Hannibal though, because I don't think he'll be Hannibal
I'm gonna
because
catch
like, why would
We
he?
call you the guru.
Why would he be this brutal
You have a
with all
peculiar
these
cleverness.
knives and saws and pliers?
I'll take that as
I just think he would kill him
You should.
and just have the organs he
probably
wanted
spun
to
for anybody
cook
else.
that night. I don't think he would go through this great length. I don't know.
I see the Ripper, but I don't feel the Ripper. This is plagiarism.
We never
Plagiarism.
But if he's a plagiarist, the real Chesapeake Ripper is gonna make sure everybody knows it.
Right. So there's only one way to find out then. If there'll be another murder. So Will, if Will's saying that, I believe Will. That guy was copying that Chesapeake murderer. He hasn't done any ripping in the past 2 years, which is a bit weird. I guess he wants a quiet life.
Hello.
Or she.
Jack. Jack.
Who is this?
Jack. It's Miriam. I don't know where I am. I can't say
Is
anything.
that a trainee?
I was so wrong. I was so wrong.
Miriam?
Please, Jack. Please.
So she's still alive. The trainee's still alive. What the fuck?
Haven't heard her voice in 2 years, Jack.
You gonna continue to question me on this, Z? If so, maybe I should ask you to leave the room while it's still safe for you to be here.
Oh,
The
hostile.
Chesapeake Ripper recorded Miriam last 2 years ago as he was killing her. Last night, he called my house at 2:46 a.m. He played that recording for me.
Right, so she
know
is
the
dead.
Chesapeake Ripper is not
Or is
Dr.
she?
Gideon, because we know the call wasn't made from the Baltimore State Hospital for the Criminally Insane.
Yes.
That we would have been able to trace.
You still see that 4 episodes later, or 5 episodes, you're still seeing that deer. Oh my god.
I believe you know Will Graham.
Yeah, she
So
does.
good to see you.
He's not gonna shake her hand.
Lounge, you have all the qualities of a good reporter.
Awkward.
You have intelligence, guts, a good eye.
Oh my god.
So how is it that you wind up where you've ended up?
Where I wound up being criminal justice journalism.
Criminal justice journalism being a euphemism for tabloid reporting.
You ran an unconfirmed story. Do you know what profession psychopaths disproportionately gravitate to?
CEOs, lawyers, the clergy.
Number 5 on the list is surgeons.
I know the list.
Oh, and then you know what number 6 is.
Journalists.
Journalists. You know what number 7 is, Mr. Graham?
Police officers.
Law enforcement.
Yeah.
Here we are.
All these digs at
Bunch
each
of
other.
psychopaths helping each other out.
Yeah. Freddie Lowndes. I didn't realize. So Freddie Lowndes is also the same character in Red Dragon who gets killed by the Tooth Fairy. I didn't realize that in early episodes. I prefer this version. She's more of a snaky bitch.
Oh. What am I here to talk about?
Your trainee. Miriam. Somebody.
You're telling me you killed Miriam Lass?
Did he?
Yes. Didn't mean to kill her. Now don't get mad.
Why didn't you put her on display?
What makes you think I didn't?
Jack, it's Miriam. I don't know where I am. I
Again.
can't say anything. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Please, Jack. I don't want to die like
He is getting trolled right now by the Chesapeake Ripper. Imagine if it's Will.
You were close to Miriam Lass and feel responsible for her death.
Don't you have
I think
classes today? Aren't you still in
Do you think
school?
it's Will?
Yes, sir. I thought this might be more important than exclusionary
If
rules
I'm
of
right
certain
about
teacher.
that, then I'm a
Is that what you
genius.
thought?
Smells delicious.
The Romans used to kill flamingos just to eat their tongues.
Don't give me ideas. Your tongue is very feisty. And as this evening has already proven, it's nice to have an old friend for dinner.
Well, judging from the movies and I presume the books, obviously we know their eventual relationship. How it ends between Chilton and Hannibal.
the Chesapeake Ripper.
Oh dear, there's a dead body. Oh, no, it's just an arm. Shit.
Be the benefit of making you believe your trainee was alive.
Hope.
Yeah.
The Ripper wanted to cloud my vision with hope.
It can sometimes be brave to allow yourself hope.
Not the false kind.
Don't give up.
He's
hope,
having a
your wife.
tough couple of days.
Not yet.
Jack is. His
She's
wife.
lost hope, which means
Now
you can't.
this.
Never just a trainee, an agent in training. Please, come in.
Ah.
I was hoping to talk to you about a former patient. Not necessarily one of yours, but someone you may have come into contact with.
Is she gonna find evidence that it's him? And he kills her. It explains the organs, why the organs are missing. Because he eats them. It all makes sense now. This bitch. Huh. 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 Holy shit.
She's a very brave young woman.
Don't end like this. Don't you end like this. Don't you dare end. You son of a bitch. That was episode 6 of Hannibal season 1, and we found out who the Ripper was, and surprise, surprise, it was your boy Hannibal. It explains why certain organs were missing, like the liver. And yeah, maybe you guys will explain it to me better, but I didn't realize it would be Hannibal because I thought the crime scenes were too brutal to be. I don't see Hannibal using all these knives and these different instruments to kill someone and while they're alive and stab them, through all these ways. And I just thought he's one of those people who just wants to eat food and kills people. I don't know. I didn't realize he was the Ripper. I thought for a brief second it was Will. I don't know why. I just had a feeling it was Will, but I don't think it would make much sense. And it was a good theory at first, but no. Will's too much on the good side, and Hannibal is definitely on the bad side. And he killed the trainee, and he's the one who's been fucking with Jack. He's been calling him with the recording of Miriam. And does Gideon know that it's Hannibal? Or I guess not. But it explains why Hannibal, when he was reading that article that Freddie Lowndes did, he was like, bitch, that ain't true. It explains that, this episode was centered more towards Jack more than Will in this episode in particular. Obviously, Will still plays a crucial part, but I got more of Jack in this one, and it makes sense considering the stuff he's going through with his wife and his trainee when trying to get this Chesapeake Ripper. And I assume this Chesapeake Ripper, well, obviously this story will carry on now into more episodes because your boy Hannibal was the Ripper. So we stopped killing these people in this way for 2 years, and we know he is the Minnesota Strike copycat killer. So you know he's got a lot of crimes to answer to when he gets caught, and I really can't wait for the revelation with um, Jack and Will. I can't wait when all of them realize it's Hannibal, and a lot of people are gonna die and get eaten in the process. But I can't wait for that realization. But yeah, that was my reaction to episode 6 of Hannibal season 1. I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait for this to develop more and more and more. And when Will catches on, it's gonna get really, really interesting. And he knew from the beginning that Gideon is just it was plagiarism. That ending scene when he kills a trainee, it reminded me when Will in Red Dragon sees the book, and it obviously he realizes that Hannibal's the cannibal, and he gets attacked by Hannibal, and that's how Hannibal gets caught. So that scene was kind of like a homage to that scene in Red Dragon, from what I could tell, and yeah. But yeah, that's my reaction to this, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.